Every year, tourists check into hotels that have killed previous guests. These aren't abandoned buildings or condemned properties. They're fully operational hotels where people pay to sleep in rooms where others have died. Some guests never make it to checkout. From cliffs that crumble without warning to structures built on unstable ground, these 20 hotels have earned their deadly reputations. Giraffe Manor, Kenya. Giraffe Manor lets guests feed wild giraffes through their bedroom windows every morning. These animals weigh up to 2,600 pounds, and their kicks can kill a lion instantly. The hotel has no barriers between guests and the giraffes that roam freely through the property. Giraffes have attacked tourists at this location 3 times in the past decade. Their 18-inch tongues can wrap around a person's arm with enough force to fracture bones. Male giraffes become aggressive during mating season, which lasts 6 months of the year. The hotel's insurance policy specifically excludes giraffe-related injuries. Guest rooms have large open windows with no screens or protective glass. One wrong move during feeding time could result in a head strike that delivers 2,000 pounds of force. Hotel number 3, Ice Hotel, Sweden. The Ice Hotel is rebuilt every year from 1,000 tons of ice in a region where temperatures drop to -40 degrees. Guests sleep on beds made entirely of ice, covered only by reindeer hides and sleeping bags. Hypothermia can set in within 30 minutes if body temperature drops just 3 degrees. The hotel melts completely between April and October, making structural integrity unpredictable. Ice walls can crack and collapse during temperature fluctuations. 3 guests have required emergency treatment for severe frostbite after their sleeping bags failed during the night. There's no heating system anywhere in the building. Bathrooms are located in a separate heated structure 100 feet from guest rooms. Guests must navigate slippery ice paths in sub-zero darkness, where falls on ice can cause skull fractures. Hotel number 4, Sky Lodge Adventure Suites, Peru. Guests must climb 1,200 feet up a cliff face to reach their transparent bedroom pods hanging from the side of a mountain. The climb takes 4 hours and requires no previous experience. One slip means a fall that rescue teams cannot access quickly. These pods are held to the cliff by 4 bolts drilled into rock that's over 400 million years old. Strong winds cause the pods to sway up to 3 feet in any direction. The pod's transparent walls and floors offer no privacy and constant views of the drop below. Lightning strikes the cliff face regularly during Peru's rainy season from November to March. Each pod has a small chemical toilet that guests must use while suspended over empty space. The nearest hospital is a 5-hour drive through mountain roads that become impassable during storms. Hotel number 5, Manta Resort Underwater Room, Tanzania. This hotel room floats in the Indian Ocean, anchored 250 meters from shore. The bedroom sits 13 feet underwater, surrounded by glass walls. Sharks circle the room regularly, and the glass is the only barrier between guests and open ocean. The room rocks violently during storms and has broken free from its anchor twice. When cyclones approach, staff have only 2 hours to evacuate guests before waves reach 20 feet. The underwater bedroom has no emergency exit if the ladder to the surface becomes damaged. Bull sharks, which are responsible for most attacks on humans, frequent these waters. The glass is rated to withstand normal ocean pressure, but has not been tested against shark impacts. Guests who panic underwater have no quick way to reach the surface bedroom level. Hotel number 6, Jules Undersea Lodge, Florida. Guests must scuba dive 21 feet underwater through a narrow entrance tunnel to reach this hotel. The entire structure sits on the ocean floor filled with compressed air. Any breach in the walls would flood the building in seconds. The hotel was originally an underwater research lab before being converted for tourists. Its life support systems are over 40 years old. If the air compressor fails, carbon dioxide builds up to lethal levels within 30 minutes. Only certified divers are allowed to stay, but certification doesn't guarantee survival in emergencies. The entrance tunnel is too narrow for 2 people to pass simultaneously. During the 2017 hurricane season, the hotel remained operational while waves destroyed boats anchored directly above it. Hotel number 7, Cher Cliff Restaurant and Inn, Switzerland. This hotel is built directly into a cliff, face 5,000 feet above sea level. Guests reach it by hiking a steep trail where dozens of people have fallen to their deaths. The path becomes sheets of ice from October through May. Rockfall from the cliff above the hotel is a constant threat. Warning signs are posted throughout the property, advising guests that falling rocks can strike without warning. The hotel's outdoor seating area extends to the cliff edge with no safety railings. Helicopter rescues are impossible during bad weather, which occurs 200 days per year at this altitude. The nearest road is a 3-hour hike down the same trail guests climb to arrive. Altitude sickness affects 30% of guests within their first 6 hours at the hotel. Hotel number 8, Ongava Camp, Namibia. Tent structures at this camp have no walls or doors separating guests from lions that roam the property. Staff members armed with flashlights conduct guests between tents after dark. Lions killed a staff member at a similar camp just 50 miles away in 2019. Leopards climb onto tent roofs regularly, and their weight can collapse the fabric structures. The camp sits in an area with Africa's highest density of predators per square mile. Elephants walk through the camp property daily and have trampled fencing designed to keep them out. Guest tents have mesh screens instead of walls. Nothing prevents animals from pushing through these screens during the night. The camp's emergency protocol requires guests to remain in their tents even if predators enter, as running triggers their hunting instinct. Hotel number 9, Mahle Mountains Lodge, Tanzania. Chimpanzees outnumber humans 20-1 in this hotel's location. These animals are 4 times stronger than adult humans and have attacked tourists at this lodge 3 times since 2015. Guests are instructed never to make eye contact with any chimpanzee. The nearest medical facility is a 6-hour boat ride across Lake Tanganyika. During storms, the lake becomes too dangerous to cross, leaving injured guests stranded. Venomous snakes are found inside guest rooms weekly. Malaria-carrying mosquitoes are active year-round at this location. The lodge provides mosquito nets, but gaps in the netting allow insects through. Tanzania has one of Africa's highest rates of cerebral malaria, which kills within 24 hours without treatment. Hotel number 10, Tiger Nest Resort, Bhutan. This hotel sits at 10,000 feet elevation near a monastery built into a sheer cliff. Guests must hike or ride horses up a trail, where 5 tourists have died from falls since 2010. The trail has no guardrails and becomes invisible during the fog that rolls in every afternoon. Rooms are built on slopes so steep that floors are uneven by up to 6 inches. Earthquakes are common in this region, and buildings sway noticeably during tremors. The hotel's structure is made from wood that's been weakened by high-altitude humidity and cold. Medical emergencies require helicopter evacuation, but helicopters can't fly in the thin air above 12,000 feet. The altitude causes severe breathing problems for 40% of guests. During winter, temperatures inside rooms drop below freezing because traditional heating systems don't work at this elevation. Hotel number 11, Katikies Hotel, Greece. This hotel is carved into volcanic cliffs on Santorini that have collapsed twice in recorded history. Guest rooms hang over a 1,000-foot drop to the sea below. The volcanic rock supporting the structure continues to erode at a rate of 2 inches per year. Santorini's volcano is still active and last erupted in 1950. Seismologists predict another major eruption within the next 50 years. When the volcano shows increased activity, evacuation of the island's 15,000 residents would take longer than the warning time provided by current monitoring systems. The hotel's infinity pools have edges that drop directly to the cliff face. Strong winds are common and have blown patio furniture over the edge multiple times. Earthquakes occur monthly in this region, and the cliff face shows new cracks after each one. Hotel number 12, Lera Resort, St. Lucia. Every room at this resort has only 3 walls. The fourth side is completely open to a 1,000-foot drop. There are no windows, doors, or barriers between beds and the edge. Guests sleep within 3 feet of empty space. The resort sits on the edge of an active volcanic crater. Steam vents release sulfur dioxide gas that causes respiratory problems. When wind conditions change, toxic gas blows directly through the open-walled rooms. Hurricanes hit St. Lucia regularly between June and November. The open-walled rooms offer zero protection from 150-mile-per-hour winds. During Hurricane Thomas in 2010, the resort suffered major damage while guests were still inside. Hotel number 13, Dunton Hot Springs, Colorado. This hotel operates in a restored ghost town at 8,600 feet elevation, where winter temperatures reach -30 degrees. Buildings are over 100 years old with original wooden structures. The nearest hospital is 90 minutes away on roads that close completely during snowstorms. Black bears wander through the property daily during summer and fall. Staff provides bear spray to guests, but most visitors have never used it before. In 2018, a bear entered a guest cabin through an unlocked door while the occupant was sleeping. The property's hot springs reach temperatures of 106 degrees. Soaking in water this hot altitude can cause dangerous blood pressure drops. The altitude and heat combination has caused guests to lose consciousness in the pools. Hotel number 14, Longitude 131, Australia. This luxury tent hotel sits in the outback where daytime temperatures exceed 110 degrees for half the year. The tents have air conditioning, but power outages are common. Without cooling, interior temperatures become lethal within 2 hours. Venomous snakes are found on the property weekly. Australia is home to 21 of the world's 25 most venomous snakes, and multiple species live in this region. The nearest anti-venom supply is over 200 miles away. Bushfires are a constant threat from September through March. In 2019, fires came within 3 miles of the property while guests were present. Evacuation routes are limited to one unpaved road that becomes blocked by fire regularly. Hotel number 15, White Pod Hotel, Switzerland. Guests sleep in geodesic pods perched on a mountain at 5,000 feet elevation. Avalanches kill an average of 25 people annually in this region of Switzerland. The pods sit directly in avalanche paths that have buried structures multiple times in the past century. Each pod is heated by a wood-burning stove that must be refueled every 3 hours. If the fire goes out during the night, internal temperatures drop to match the outside conditions of -10 degrees. Carbon monoxide poisoning from wood stoves is a leading cause of death in alpine hotels. The pods are reached by hiking or skiing up slopes with a 40-degree incline. During storms, visibility drops to 0, and guests have become lost, walking between their pod and the main building just 100 feet away. 2 guests required rescue after getting disoriented in a snowstorm in 2016. Hotel number 16, the Manta Resort, Pemba Island. This hotel offers underwater rooms 13 feet below the surface in an area known for strong currents. The currents have reached speeds that can rip certified divers off their anchor lines. The underwater room broke free from its moorings during a storm in 2017. Great white sharks have been spotted in these waters, despite not being common in the region. The room's air supply depends on generators on the surface platform. If generators fail, oxygen levels become dangerous within 1 hour. The only exit from the underwater bedroom is a ladder through a narrow shaft. In emergencies, guests must climb while waves rock the entire structure. The hotel provides no diving equipment for escapes, meaning guests must hold their breath if the chamber floods. Hotel number 17, Rayavadee Resort, Thailand. This resort sits at the base of limestone cliffs that drop rocks and boulders regularly. Warning signs are posted throughout the property about falling debris. In 2013, a boulder crushed a bungalow while guests were inside. Monsoon season brings waves up to 15 feet high that have flooded ground floor rooms multiple times. The resort refuses to close during monsoons despite coastal flooding. King cobras, which can kill an adult human with a single bite, are found on the property monthly. Tsunami warning systems were installed after the 2004 disaster that killed 230,000 people in this region. The resort sits at sea level with no high ground nearby. Evacuation procedures require guests to climb the same unstable cliffs that drop rocks on the property. Hotel number 18, Jade Mountain Resort, St. Lucia. Every room is built without a fourth wall, leaving beds exposed to a 600-foot cliff drop. Heavy rains cause mudslides on the volcanic slopes where the resort sits. The open design means rooms flood completely during storms. The resort is in an active volcanic zone between two mountains. Sulfur dioxide gas from volcanic vents causes breathing problems for guests. When wind patterns shift, toxic gas concentrations inside rooms exceed safe levels. Rooms have infinity pools with no barriers at the open edge. The pools extend to the very edge of platforms hanging over the cliff. Strong Caribbean winds regularly reach 60 miles per hour, creating waves in the pools that push water toward the edge. Hotel number 19, Katikies Arctic Resort, Finland. Glass igloos at this resort let guests sleep under the northern lights, while temperatures outside drop to minus 40 degrees. A single crack in the glass would cause inside temperatures to plummet to deadly levels in minutes. The glass domes are heated by systems that have failed multiple times during extreme cold. Reindeer and moose walk through the property regularly. Moose attacks are common in Finland, with these animals killing more people than bears. The resort has no fencing to keep wildlife out of guest areas. The resort is 150 miles north of the Arctic Circle, where winter darkness lasts 24 hours per day. Guests who wander outside can become disoriented and lost within minutes. In 2015, a guest was found suffering from severe hypothermia after walking away from their igloo in complete darkness. These hotels remain open for business despite their dangers. Some are fully booked years in advance. Guests sign waivers acknowledging that death or injury are accepted risks. The next reservation at any of these locations could be the last one someone ever makes. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, beyond belief facts, click on the video appearing on your screen now and remember to hit the subscribe button.